Alrighty, green flag here in the air at the Charlotte Roval. They're going into turn 1. I actually can't see anything because my game's loading in, but I'm guessing. It's perfectly fine. Alrighty, tonight is the first race of the round of 6. So tonight, the drivers with the red tires and red numbers, they are going to be your playoff drivers here at Charlotte Motor Speedway for the Roval track. Tonight, it's only going to be manual cautions, so we will spread that information once one comes out. But, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Roval. Finally loading up here. We will get to the race in just a second. My co-host, or co-commentator, as people like to say, is Saxy. Say hello, Saxy.
Hello, Saxy.
I hate you so. Alright, you're banned from commentating now.
Hey!
Alrighty, we got Mr. Slidejob is the leader here at the Roval. This is definitely a unique track. It's not like Watkins Glen or any of your other road courses. It's basically a road course integrated into a speedway, is the best that I can say. It has 17 turns. Jesus, my English. And yeah, it's going to be an interesting race. Mr. Slidejob in the lead here. He is one of your playoff drivers. Also,
this is usually
not
the 88.
Not a playoff driver is 32. No, he is. I couldn't tell if that was red or orange. But anyways, sparkly marker, playoff driver. Just to make sure I included my audio. Yes, I did. Alrighty. And here's what I'm talking about, ladies and gentlemen. When they come off of that turn here at the Roval, they're going to hit a turn of the regular track. But here we go. They're going into the turn. And a lot of times, you know, you'll see a car wrecked. As number 37 is stopped on the track, but that is not a caution because we're only doing manual cautions tonight. Alrighty. Going through the field here, looking at Merkelman. I believe he's a playoff driver as well. He's got that red number and red tires. Jared is a playoff driver. Midnight Peak is just a fill-in, and I think Midnight Peak just crashed. But that's okay. No caution. Alrighty, Big Belly Brand is a fill-in tonight as well. He was going to commentate, but he left. Oh. Excuse me, my booth gave me the wrong information. Alrighty, Butter Burton here in his number 30. Team Switch did not make the race tonight, so he's most likely going to get eliminated. But you know, you never know until
he's gonna
all
hope
these
there's
races
4
end.
drivers behind him don't get a good race.
Yeah. Alrighty, can't quite tell. Is Slidejob still in the lead? I'm assuming so. Alrighty, here's our leader,
24 is stopped on the
Slidejob.
track.
Number 32 really catching up to that 88 car of Slidejob. But, you know, a lot of times going through these turns, you know, when they have to brake and stuff like that, it's going to look like those cars are really closer than they actually are. You know, the best way to spread between drivers, you know, to you know, spread a gap is hitting these speedway turns, as you see. But yeah, these, like, this long straightaway right here, it's not really a straightaway, but viewers at home, you get what I mean, you know. But I just realized, Slide Job, it says the turn number on the side of the wall. It said 14. Anyways. Hopefully you guys are safe at home, buried down. And we're glad to bring this race to the home viewers. This race is presented by the Winston Racing League. If you if you want to join this league, look them up on Facebook, and I'm sure you can get hooked up depending on how many spots are available. But this is, like I said, the first race of the round of 6, so I'm assuming from what the booth is giving me, of course the leader of the league is gonna, you know, tell me if it's right or not. I believe 2 drivers will go home today. But
That is correct. I don't think it is, no. Maybe not.
Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, Slide Job still maintaining that lead going into these weird, wonky turns at the Roval. But let's go back. Let's look at Sparkly Marker. I believe he's right behind Slide Job. For once, NASCAR Heat 4 is being realistic when I switch through drivers. Flat Colt, I'm not quite sure what's wrong with his car. He has a lot of damage. Like, a lot of drivers will have a lot of damage tonight, but, you know.
Oh, yeah. That's a definitely given when it's a road course.
Oh, yeah. Definitely. Alrighty, we got Merkle Man here in the 41 Ford. He is a playoff driver as well, and he, you know, it doesn't look like he has any damage on his car. He got a little loose going into that turn, but I think it may have been a glitch. Oh. Ladies and gentlemen, breaking news. Merkle Man just lost an engine, expired on the track. We're not quite sure what happened there, but that is a bad break for Mr. Merkle Man.
This Slide Job, what lap is it?
Lap 7 of what?
Stage 1. 7 laps in.
Alrighty, we're on lap 7 of stage 1 here at the Charlotte Roval. You know, this is a different track, you know, coming off of the race at Chicagoland last week. You know, it's definitely going to take a little bit of skill set, and I think what's really going to be important in this race is pitting. You know, pit strategies, because you know, easily one driver can come out with the win, you know, just via using pits. But
that is how, what was it, yesterday when we had the truck race, we saw drivers taking one extra lap than the pack before them, and it paid off for some of them. Specifically the double zero, he gained a couple of positions using that strategy.
Yes, and if y'all want to catch the truck race next week at Talladega Sunday, mark your date. That will be 5 o'clock Central my time is when I'll be streaming that. But, and also, make sure to catch the Xfinity Series. I believe they're going to Gateway this Wednesday. That's going to be an interesting track as well. Not as interesting as this one, but still. an exciting race to check out. Anyways, back to the Charlotte Roval 78 car I'm looking at, Big Belly Brand. He got eliminated from the playoffs, and tonight he said, you know what, I'm gonna race because not a lot of drivers showed up. Alright, we got the 01 car of Bro 27D. He's not a playoff driver, but he's... Bro D, he's all over the place. He's going in the grass, but now he got it back on track. Butter Burton here in the 30, he's doing alright. But, you know, the one thing at the Roval here, as we turn back to Slide Job, which is still in the lead, you know, this race, they're not going to be clustered up. You know, they're going to be single file, and you know, it's just going to be a different race in general. You know, road courses usually throw some curveballs. I remember last week at Chicagoland when I was announcing with Atlanta and Fungus, you know, I was telling them, you know, this track is going to give drivers the slip, and you know, right now it's definitely throwing that curveball out there, but you know, we're still looking at Slide Job here. He has a commanding lead over the second place car. Don't know where he is. There he is. I believe it's Sparkly Marker that is still in second place, but it's not. False report. It's Jared. Oh, this is great. I love how realistic this game is.
What happened?
Oh, nothing when Slide Job said it's Jared. But Jared is your second place car, even though it looks like Sparkly Marker is behind behind Slide Job, but maybe I'm confusing my cars. Is it just me, or does it look like Jared is third? Oh, wow.
Yeah, Marker should be second. He's in front of him by a long shot.
Yeah. Well, there was a glitch in the Matrix here, folks, but we're back on track. So anyways, we're looking at Jarrett's number 43. He's in the playoffs. He's in third place right now, sitting pretty. Midnight Peak is racing. Well, he's a fill-in driver for sure, because he's only Xfinity, technically. But, he's doing a pretty good job here at the track. It looks like Big Belly Brand has a little bit of damage. Oh, making a little bit of contact with the 01 car going into whatever turn that is. But, you know, it's, sometimes it happens here at road courses. You know. Alrighty, Butter Burton looks like he's pitting. Oh, he's passing through. So penalty was called. Oh, big mistake by Butter Burton. So he got it black flagged. Alright, your leader here, Mr. Slide Job, going through all the turns. It looks like he is going to win stage 1. As he goes to, I believe this is the final turn. No, it's not the final turn. I always get confused. It's the back end of the track, yes. But,
I mean, at least Butter Burton most likely will not go a lap down because of how big this track is. Oh, he is already a lap down? Oh, boy.
Alrighty, here comes Slide Job. Alrighty, here he comes through the final turn, and there it is. Mr. Slide Job has won stage 1. Stage 1 is finally over, and now...
Who was your teammate?
And,
Marker. Yeah. Don't move him.
Alrighty, anyways, end of stage 1. And we will see who decides to pit, and I believe Butter Burton this stage has to do a pass-through sometime. But, well, he's actually got 3 laps to do it, and if he doesn't do it in those 3 laps, then there's going to be some he's not Fuck! Falling off. Alright. Alrighty, green flag back out for stage 2 at the Roval, going into turn 1. Hopefully everybody will survive. And it looks like everybody survives.
Let's hope it doesn't turn out into
Alrighty.
2018.
Mr. Slide Job again just taking off. Jared is in second. Let's see, that third place car, can't quite tell who he is. I believe that was Midnight Pete, but
It is
maybe
Midnight.
wrong
Oh,
there.
no.
It's
Marker.
Yeah, now it's Marker now, and that's I believe is Slide Job's teammate.
Yes.
Hopefully that little accident that they had in stage 1 won't happen again, and it probably won't. But you know, sometimes communication is a big key at tracks like this. You know, you've got a teammate in front of you, and you know he slows down just a little bit more than you do. You end up getting into the back of him because there's no communication there. But you know, all well ends well is what my grandfather
I've had certain issues like that when I race. Like matter of fact, when we were racing Daytona one time, my teammate was in front of me and we were trying to get it to the front. He slowed down because he hit the apron and he didn't tell me or warn me anything, and I just slammed in the back of him and both of us spun.
Well, here's the one thing about this track that's really hard, you know, when they're going into the turns, you know, these drivers can't see that well over the turns in front of them, you know, and that's common for most road courses. Example, Sonoma, you know, when you go into a turn, especially the one that looks like you're going up a mountain, you know, you can't see who's in front of you, so you got to rely on you know, your teammate communications, you know, and that's what makes it so hard for the real life drivers, because NASCAR doesn't allow communications with other drivers anymore, except for if it's through the crew chief alone. But you know, it's something that is really hard, as it looks like Slide Job got a little bit loose, but it could have been a glitch. It was probably most likely a glitch, but his teammate hit the wall in second place. That's not good. And now it's a big separation for Slide Job in first place. He's just cruising at this point. Anyways, his teammate Sparkling Marker here in second. Oh man, I don't know what happened there. He got a little bit loose, and that's allowing the third place car, which is Flat Colt. He is one of your other playoff drivers with that red number and beautiful red wheels of the 24.
That's Mikey, I'm pretty sure.
It's Mikey Flat Colt, it doesn't matter. Yeah. But, you know, it's unfortunate that one of the playoff drivers, Merkel, man, he expired his engine, which I believe actually happened to a driver last night at the Truck Series. I believe it was one of your racers here today. I believe it was Big Belly Brand that did that last night. But
2 laps in, his engine gave up on him.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on. Maybe they share the same engine company, but they probably need to get that checked. I was just joking, ladies and gentlemen. It's their Wi-Fi. That's what we mean by expired engines, if y'all get confused. So don't in the chat give me, you know, a go-to on how to get the right engine, because we're talking about Wi-Fi.
Easy.
Anyways, I had to clear that up. I'm sorry, Slade Job. That sounded a little gay, but nobody heard. Anyways. Number 43, I don't know what happened there. He just lifted up into the air and then spun around, and now he's back straight. What a glitch.
Well, sometimes you can flip if you miss the turn, especially on the backstretch.
But look at this battle between Midnight Peak and I can't quite tell who that is. I believe it's the 78 car. We got some action here at the Roval. These two are side by side going into the turn. I believe it's turn 3. Yes, it is. Oh my. Oh, they're still side by side. How did they make it through that turn? That's unbelievable. That was the most unbelievable thing that I've ever seen in this game. That was unrealistic as all living hell, but it's alright. Anyways, 37, he's given a shot to that 78 car, and now it seems like, oh no, 37 hit the wall, and 78, they're both stopped on the track, but no caution is thrown. Alrighty, well, let's get back to your leader here, Mr. Slide Job, taking it easy through those turns. You know, it's really easy to mess up here at the Roval if you do.
Oh,
if
definitely.
you hit that little apron type thing, or you just, you know, get loose just a little bit. You can spin out, hit the wall, do some crazy things here.
Or you could put too much speed in the corner and run straight into a wall.
Yeah, but you know, I'm not quite sure how many laps left of the stage we have, but alrighty, so we'll have 4 laps to go here in stage 2 at the Charlotte Roval, which is located in the Charlotte Motor Speedway.
Charlotte Motorsports, yes.
Yeah. Charlotte Motorsports, yes.
You want to go like that? We could just call it Lewis Motor Speedway.
We should, really. But, you know, now that I think about it, since there's not really much action going on in this race, there's a lot of tracks in the Carolinas. You got Darlington, you got Charlotte Motor Speedway, and I think that's it. Never mind.
2. Great job. True. That means we have 3.
But
technically we have 4 because we also have the All-Star race.
But that's the same. Well, no, there's technically 3 races, the All-Star, and then... No, wait a minute. Yeah, so it's 4 total. But, but I found it kind of strange, you know, as we're watching Slide Job here just manhandle this track, because nobody else can catch
like
up
always.
to him. You know, that is something that's strange about, you know, when the NASCAR schedule. It's like they do the All-Star race and then they stay in Charlotte, you know, and it's kind of like, wow, that's the only time that they stay at one track.
Well, actually,
like
technically, it's not in Charlotte.
All-Star race is in Charlotte.
It's at Charlotte Motor Speedway. Doesn't mean Charlotte Motor Speedway is actually not in Charlotte. Concord.
Which is just outside of Charlotte. Therefore, they named it Charlotte Motor Speedway. Oh, and Slide Job hit the wall. And no caution, but he still remains the lead. Unbelievable. This driver has some unbelievable talent. It's just incredible. It's just incredible.
He might be the
How
Kyle
do you
Busch of
wreck
the
your
series.
car and... he really is. I'm expecting him to go to Daytona and, like, save it on the yellow line and still win the race.
Oh no, he won't win the
It's
race.
incredible.
He'll get dumped.
But I believe Butter Burton served his penalty. But Slide Job here coming to 2 to go, I believe. Or 3 to go. Not quite sure. No, it was 2 to go. I was right. Coming to 2. Yeah, we're coming to 2 to go. I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen, if we're not professionals, because
We are not professionals.
it's really... yeah. And even if I did get paid, I wouldn't count myself as a professional. Roasted my own self. There you go.
It's a Slide Job. That's not good social distancing.
Oh, hit the wall. Dang. A little bit of contact there, but still green flag. But, yeah, here at Charlotte Motor Speedway for the Roval. I think they were in talks this year that, you know, before this coronavirus thing hit, they were going to do a road course at Indianapolis. Now, but you know, the way it goes. Ladies and gentlemen, I apologize if this is not much, because there's really nothing going on here.
Yeah.
Besides Slide Job just killing everybody
Dominating.
on the track by leading.
Like usual.
Like usual, yes. Actually, you know, something interesting here, Mr. Slide Job, if he wins this race, which most likely is going to happen, but although if I say that, I may have just cursed him, because announcers do that sometimes. But he actually won our race last week at Chicagoland, you know, and you know, he'll be going for his second win in a row here. So I would have to say, you know, predicting the championship earlier, you know, he's definitely going to be that top contender for the championship. Also, on top of that, he has no road course wins this year, which is incredible. I don't know how he doesn't have any road course wins, but, you know, that's beyond me and my staff here. But, you know, he's just dominating here at the Roval. But, you know, instead of just spending our whole race on Mr. Slide Job, let's look back in the pack. Alrighty. I believe the teammate of his is in second place. As we go back, there was a side-by-side battle for fourth, but I just missed it because the cameras are slow on this game.
It is the 24 and the 37. Flat Pole, aka Mikey, and I think that is Midnight Peak.
He was doing another good battle earlier in the race with somebody else, and I believe this is the final lap. Something just tells me it was the final lap of stage 2. But,
Here comes the crossover for fourth.
and once again, who else but Slide Job wins stage 2? Nothing needs to be said. Anyways, here we got a good battle for fourth here, coming across the line. Butter Burton getting the free pass here for the final stage, which shouldn't take long. because this race is really short for some reason. So if I do my math calculations, which I completely suck at,
27 to go.
27 laps to go. Alrighty, G and from the race. I think everybody disconnect. Everybody disconnect.
No.
Failed to synchronize with server. What?
Bruh.
Failed
I
to
got
synchronize with server.
I got you. The host has done better.
It's not like anything was going on in the race anyways. But
True. Well, actually, there is. The front three guys. No. Something you never see.
right.
Can he get it back up to that lead? Most likely.
Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, we'll be back on air in a few minutes here. A thunderstorm came through and completely destroyed the TV station, but it's alright. We got it back up in the matter of 2.1 seconds because we have the power of God. Anyways, here we go. I believe Slide Job is not your leader.
He is not. He is running second, and it is Sparkly Marker leading.
His teammate. So, I don't know what these teammates are doing right, but all the other racers need to catch on because, you know, they're not performing to their top peak. Again, it is the Roval we're talking about, though. Anyways.
True. And also, happy 420 2020.
Yes. Now, ladies and gentlemen, and hopefully we can do this if Slide Job allows it. You know, today, unfortunately, my cat died due to some kidney failure. So, maybe, possibly, if Slide Job allows it, we can have a lap of silence for my kitty. This lap coming up.
Yeah, I forgot that they muted us. I was about to say.
But yes. Already coming through this turn. Once they cross the line, there is going to be a lap of silence. Lap of silence. appreciate the Winston Racing League doing that. That is definitely an honor. But anyways, we're back here racing at the Louisville. Like we weren't racing, but
surprised there hasn't been any cautions, actually. Nobody's really had a real bad incident.
there's been a few spin outs and a little bit of damage, but there hasn't been that, you know, wow caution. So, you know, hopefully they'll be able to keep that up as we see Slide Job smacking the wall a little bit, but it's not a problem. I
But
just have to say, it's amazing when
able
those...
to catch his teammate.
I know. At this point, it seems like it's the two teammates that are running this race, which it is.
Oh yeah. Hey Slide Job, when is the lap that you're going to see everybody start pitting?
Oh, car got spun around there in the front stretch, but Slide Job easily got around him. I tell you what, I think I'm going to be, when it comes to the championship race, I'm most likely going to be keeping my eye on Slide Job. I'll be like Slide Job's commentator. Because I do it so many races. I'm like, Slide Job does this, Slide Job does this, Slide Job does this. Like...
Well, I mean, he's the big star. I mean, he's done a lot of winning.
He's the Kyle Busch of... He's the Richard Petty. He's the Dale Earnhardt of...
Alright, fine, then you're the Jimmy
He's not
Johnson.
as rowdy as Kyle Busch, but he's definitely Kyle Busch in the win department.
He's the Jimmy Johnson.
Now, it's funny to say we do have a driver on the track right now that despises of NASCAR, yet he plays NASCAR games and watches their races. I'm not quite sure who that driver is, but we will definitely check that out sooner or later. Actually, we'll never do that because I'll probably get banned. Anyways.
It looks like Flat Colt is out of the race.
Oh, did his engine expire as well? Oh, wow.
I think we only had one person do that. Watkins, last week in my league, which just happened to be a part-time driver.
Whoa, somebody got acrobatic there coming out of the turn. But,
I love this track for that specific reason. If you hit the corners perfectly, you can get two wheels. You can be on two wheels and you can just ride it out a little bit.
yes, ladies and gentlemen at home, NASCARs can actually turn into motorcycles if you hit the curve just right.
Vroom, vroom.
But here we go into turn 3. Sparkly Marker is still leading over his teammate Slide Job. As we go back in the pack here,
looks like you might have to pull some sort of strategy to win this thing.
Yes, because you got 2 playoff drivers out of the race. So, most likely those are going to be your 2 drivers going home, as they already have. Unless the playoff drivers don't have a good finish here.
It looks like he's already out. He was 7 positions out of behind the line. Oh, can't speak.
Well, he's definitely going out then. At least he went out with a bang. No, okay.
Aha ha ha.
Alrighty. Jarrett L. Bestia here. Is doing all he can to catch these leaders. As we go back up to the leaders, everybody running smoothly.
Oh no. Everybody's number's 88.
Oh my, Slide Job has catched up to his teammate now. due to
It
some.
looks like he's going to be able to make the pass potentially. His car looks a little
Oh
bit
my God!
faster.
This is the most exciting of the race. Here we go, 2x2 lead here at the Roval.
Can Slide
But see,
get back up to him to get the pass? That
that's
should
what I
have
want to
been
know.
a black flag for that 32. He ran it through the dirt.
Man,
Slide
I
job
tell
into
you,
the wall.
and I tell you what, for being teammates, they are really racing hard for that lead. But it may have been just some slight contact.
Oh, he's gonna get into the back bumper. And Slide Job will cause a wreck.
But no, Slide Job takes the lead going into whatever the hell turn that. But oh no!
And
Slide
there
Job
goes the
got a
win for
speeding
Slide Job.
penalty.
He is not gonna win it now.
Man, I tell you what, I told you this track was gonna give the drivers the slip, and there it is.
2 racing penalties for Mr. Slide Job.
Man, I tell you what, it looks like now Sparkly Marker is going to win this race, but you know, I don't know how many laps there
Slide
are.
Job has to hope for a caution at this point. Unless that 30, whatever number it is, chokes it up really bad.
Well, I mean, we saw Slide Job get speeding penalties. That doesn't mean the 32 can't get one. Well, here we go. Our leader, Sparkly Marker. You know, and I was talking about Slide Job not ever winning a road course track. You know.
And we can see why now.
Yeah.
Well, I do know one thing. He has won in a different league. He won at Watkins Glen this past week.
I wonder what league that was. What's the lap count, Slide Job? Alrighty, 17 to go at this long track at Charlotte Motor Speedway, which is known as the Roval. I just noticed that Bojangles sponsors this race, just as they do Darlington. Sorry, Slide Job, if this is not good commentary. There's just literally nothing to say.
And then all the drivers picking
Where
up the
everybody
signs
crashed.
midway through the race in 2018. Brody is out of the race.
And it looks like Sparkly Marker is pitting as we speak. So he's doing his pit strategy. Which there really isn't no strategy at this track now.
Or he is no strategy.
That will be interesting.
This is the most exciting thing I've ever seen in NASCAR. The car inside pit road going forward at the same time he is stopped. So he is drifting.
And Mr. Slide gets left in the dust, which...
Something you never really hear in this league.
No. That's already next week. I'm not sure where the Cup Series goes to. Hold on, let me look up the damn schedule. Alright, they go to Phoenix. That should be a more exciting race than this one, so I advise you to still watch this race
because
because...
going to drive the corner next week. Okay.
I'm thinking maybe I can get Atlanta to announce the Wednesday race if he doesn't have anything. But he probably will.
He's a very busy man.
He has a great commentating voice, but he's a busy guy.
Oh yeah.
But, ladies and gentlemen, at this point, if you don't like our commentary, just mute us and watch the race. But that will be super boring. Watching your leader here, number 32. It looks like he's going to win the race. Stay tuned for the post-race interviews after this race. That will definitely
Midnight
be
Peak and
exciting.
Big Belly Brand are down pit road.
That is the greatest thing that I've ever heard than them saying toast. If you didn't get that reference, it's the reference of when they say the greatest thing since sliced bread. But I just said toast so I wouldn't get copyrighted, even though I probably can't get copyrighted.
Yeah, we're not gonna get copyrighted. That's just a saying. Unless you copyright it.
Shut up, Saxy. I'm trying to make it interesting. You know, it's... Oh! Sparkly marker hit the wall. But he's still going. At this point, they should just add zombies onto the track. That way the cars can run over them.
At this point, they should take half the cars and put them backwards. Do it Tony Stewart style.
Alright, I want to see these drivers drift around the corner. Get on those two wheels. Just kidding. What if they all did that too? They just went whoop. No, they're not going to do that. These are very experienced drivers, and sometimes the track just makes them look like absolute fools.
Especially at 88. At this track right now.
You know he's pissed off now. He may not even do a post-race interview.
He was leading this race, and now look at him in second. I don't know how many seconds behind. 15
But
seconds
you know
behind.
what? He may be happy that his teammate is leading.
True, very true. And it looks like Jared is gonna make a pass potentially for second place. I don't know if that's
Don't know if he's lapped down or not. I think everybody's on the lead lap. Yeah.
Jared makes a pass on slide job.
Slide job's just falling back.
I'm watching this battle. This is the most interesting thing in this race so far.
The most
Slide
interesting
job getting
race in
passed.
this race is watching 24 just sliding back and forth in pit road.
True.
Here we go. We got Jared in front of Slide Job. But, you know, I think Slide Job... Oh, Slide Job went off the track. Jesus. If anything else couldn't go worse. I mean, of course, he could have a car flip on top of him and do it Ryan Newman style.
Or he could blow up his engine.
Yes. But the likelihood of that happening is very unlikely because I believe he has
It's
good
slide job.
Wi-Fi. Yes.
Two-wheeling it through the corner.
Man, that was the most exciting thing than tacos on a burrito. Don't ask me how I knew that. I know a Mexican shop the way they put tacos on a burrito.
Okay then.
It's like it's a burrito but with taco condiments.
It's like now you just sound like Larry when he tried to do like the magic trick, and like when they tried, like Marcus Ambrose brought them what was it? Can't think. What was it?
Oh, it looks like slide job. Oh, never mind. That was a glitch. It's very unfortunate that all the drivers didn't show up to this race. It probably would have been a little bit more interesting.
Oh yeah, we definitely would have had at least one caution by now.
Shit, that's what some of these drivers don't want because they want to finish this race.
I want to see a caution just to see slide job. See if he can get up to that lead again. Sparkle marker down pit road.
Oh. Now, see, slide job could go another lap and then pit, but...
And I just realized there's fire extinguishers on the pit stalls.
Wow. When did you figure that one out?
Just now.
That is the greatest thing that you've ever said in this commentary.
Well, I never pay attention to it. I mean, I'm just... Okay, gotta go when I'm a driver.
I just noticed there's like people standing and they're not moving. I think they're dead. See, if this was iRacing, this would be a little bit more interesting.
Oh yeah, definitely.
It looks like slide job is gaining a little bit on Jarrett, maybe.
But right now I'm up, and slide job, you gotta have that penalty.
And slide job did it again. Unbelievable.
And
This
then now
is
I will be
incredible.
slide job's spotter. All clear. All clear.
Alright, all clear. Number 32. Outside. Inside. Outside. Inside. Nobody there. You're clear.
Basically,
At this
what
point,
entire
there
race
should
has
be
been.
no... This is literally not a commentary anymore. This is just a spotter's job. Alright, 32. You're clear. You're clear. You're clear. You're clear. Like...
There's really no
Literally what the
commentary to
spotter
really
would-
do at this point. I mean, everybody's like spread
no,
out.
I mean, I don't even know how many laps are left. Alright, 32, make a turn. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, I walked into Walmart the other day, thought I would get a USB drive, but no, they were sold out. I was very mad, but then I realized there was a whole epidemic outside. Have you ever walked outside and wondered if you were gonna die? Well, now
Slide
now
job. You need to do a
introducing
better job of that. He just got passed by the car, by who would be the leader. The 32 car passed him after coming down pit road.
Epic. 88 to pit road. You're a complete moron on the track.
And I'm just
You're
waiting
not
to see him
representing
kick from the
NASCAR
party.
good enough. Wait, what?
I'm just waiting for Arkham to get kicked from the party.
No. I mean, I'm not bad-mouthing the league, so... Actually, on my Twitch profile, it says, check out Winston Racing League on Facebook.
Promotions.
Promotions! I just noticed that the number 32 car is sponsored by Smithfield, that baking company. Not baking, bacon.
Bacon.
Bacon! I want bacon and eggs now.
Well, guess what? It's not. That's a breakfast food.
I don't care. You can eat breakfast at night. In fact, I know many people that eat breakfast at night.
No, when it's 9 o'clock. Well, right now it's 9:11.
Oh, we better get down before the... Not gonna go there.
Bad joke. Don't do that. No.
The weather here at Charlotte is absolutely beautiful, as it is always in this game. That's what they should add to the NASCAR game, where it's like raining at the road courses and you gotta put on wet tires.
Well, we normally actually do get a good bit of rain here. In real life.
Oh yes, you live in Carolina, don't you?
Mm-hmm. I've actually been.
There's
on
some
this
exciting
actual
news.
track.
NASCAR has said that they are going to try to resume in real life next month, May, and
Oh wow!
they're gonna race without fans because there's no contact in that sport except for cars.
Contact.
Contact 88 into the wall. You're clear. All clear.
Slideshow's gonna be aggressive. Aggressive goes around.
Oh.
78. Let the 88 pass without any
I feel scared now.
hesitation.
I feel like I'm gonna just look up and see that I got kicked. I don't know why. 'Cause I'm not doing a good job as a commentator.
Well, I mean, there's nothing really to commentate at this point. There's literally just cars driving in single file lines.
With a big gap.
Yeah.
And please tell me this is close to the final lap. Is it like at least 5 laps to go?
To go.
Sorry if you heard that zombie noise. I currently have a zombie roommate. It's particularly interesting. You know, every night I have to set out a plate of vegetarian brains because it's a vegetarian out of all things. It's very extremely hard to find a vegetarian brain. But you know, sometimes she just comes over and breathes into the mic. For some
Oh, look,
reason,
something
I
exciting
had a
happened. The camera changed.
Have y'all ever
And the
listened
cars
to
are
like
shifting.
a clip of the? Have you ever listened to the spotter? Have y'all ever
And the
listened
cars
to
are
like
shifting.
a clip of the? Have you ever listened to the spotter on like NASCAR 2003 or something like that? And it's like, you're clear, you're clear. Aw, they're showing us a black flag.
That was Heat
If
3
y'all
for sure.
haven't.
They had Heat 3 like that.
Oh, they're showing us a black flag. You idiot. Alrighty, well, ladies and gentlemen, since there's nothing to commentate, we're just gonna do a turn it up for the rest of the race. Here you go. Here's your leader. Really amazing going around those turns, especially when you clip and stuff. It's like, holy crap.
Now watch this. I'm predicting that Slide Job will miss the chicane. Wasn't the chicane, but he missed it.
Slide Job in last place now. Oh, we got a woo! Man, I tell you what, Sparkling Mark just saved that car.
Hey, Slide, what position you in? Third? I think Jared's in second.
NASCAR Heat 4, you absolutely suck because you're in last. But that is not real, folks. He's in third. The spectating in this game is so unrealistic and uninteractive.
Exactly.
Or is it non-interactive? I don't know. Is it un or non?
That was 9.
9!
9.
I got 2, 4, 1. Alrighty, we're just gonna keep on doing the turn it up while maybe adding in some hip hop beats.
No, we're not. We're not adding any music.
Okay.
Slide Jump, 2-wheeling it on my screen.
Man, I tell you what, Sparkling Marker is really, like, the car gets so loose coming off of those turns.
I have been going for 64 minutes.
I just love how there's a big billboard that shows the leader, or the camera that you're on, I think.
Yeah, it does. It shows the camera that you're on. And it's funny, when you park your car right in front of it and do burnouts, you can see yourself. Repeatedly. I'm not even joking. I've done it before when I've won here.
So is Bojangles really big up in Carolina?
Oh yeah, it is a big thing. That is for sure. I love me some quality Bojangles.
Whoa! Hit the wall, but he still gets straight.
Probably not. And here's the thing, Pepsi and Coca-Cola were both made around the Carolinas. Pepsi was made in North Carolina, and Atlanta, well, Georgia is where Coca-Cola was made.
So Coca-Cola and Pepsi was made in Carolina, but the headquarters for Coke is in Atlanta.
No. Coke was made in Georgia, but I'm saying it was around, like right next to the Carolinas.
Oh.
Saw the border code because in Atlanta, Georgia.
Wonder if those guys get free Coke for a year making it. Bank of America must be really big up there as well.
I've actually never heard of Bank of America until this actually race got sponsored by them.
Well, this race is, and then it's also sponsored by another race too. I think. Bank of America 600. Or no. No, it's Coca-Cola 600.
Yeah.
Who's that in second place? That's like
Jared. And Slide Job chokes even more. How many positions did he lose?
Oh, Jared's coming for the lead. Hold up a minute. We have a lead battle here up in the front.
We do? Oh, we do! 32 into the wall.
Oh! What lap?
43 is running him aggressive. And hopefully aggressive does not go around this time so we can actually have a battle.
What lap is this? Okay, we don't have communication on what lap it is. It's got to be close to the finish. Oh.
That
Well,
43
anyways, coming
has
to the final
a shot
lap.
still. The 32 is your leader with the 43 right on his back bumper. He's gonna push him through the corner. 32 misses the corner. The 43 will win the race.
Damn!
What a huge upset for that 32. Was about to win it and missed the final corner. Looked like Jimmy Johnson.
That was the most exciting thing ever.
The finish has to be exciting for the fans.
He's probably so freaking pissed right now.
Yep, he left. Well, your teammate threw it away in the last corner. He got tapped. Well, if it makes you feel better, your teammate choked in the final corner of the final lap.
Oh. He wrecked into the wall.
He missed the corner and just ran
he drove
straight
into the wall. He smacked it. Yeah, he smacked it.
That was a good finish, jeez.
Well, oh. Are we doing post-race interview? Okay, well, I gotta do that.
Who's the first one we need to interview who finished last? Another one, Big Billy Bang. There goes Jared.
Oh,
Oh, Carrie, interview me. I'm the funniest guy out here.
well, I guess we're not doing.
No, Butter.
How come?
Interview me. Me.
Malcolm, go ahead.
Well, Butter Burton, just say random things because you're funny. That was a ridiculous race.
Oh, let me tell you, that race was unbelievable. I had a smile on my face the whole entire race. It was so close, bumper to bumper. I couldn't tell who was gonna win. Unbelievable. I even thought I had a chance to win. I mean, it was intense. I started to sweat so bad that I had to take 3 showers afterwards. I just can't believe it. I wish we could
Yes,
race some
ladies
more
and
at this
gentlemen.
track. But other than that, I wish we can race here every week like that. God, it was fun.
Alrighty, well, I guess I'm gonna interview myself. Myself boring. Alright, there it is. Mr. Slide Job here. You know, you were dominated
about
for
Midnight?
Yeah.
He's still here.
We'll get to him next, but
Okay. Screw you, Midnight.
you know, you were dominating the race, and then some unfortunate accidents happened. Can you tell us a little about what happened?
Yeah. We dominated every road course this year by far. But we haven't been able to put together an entire race once. We thought this would be our final chance, and we led the first 2 stages completely. You know, accidentally bumped my teammate in the first stage. Didn't mean to get into him there, but yeah, we were leading all the way up until about the first pit stops in stage 3, and we really shot ourselves in the foot. We missed a corner and got a speeding penalty while catching up to marker, and then got 2 more right after that, all in succession somehow. But you know, I think we were just not used to having to try to catch somebody. And then you know, after pit stop cycled in, we fixed the car and we ran the leader down, and the second we got past between pit stops, but we ran second and third down, or second and first down, and we were within a second of them, and might have had a pass there on the leader on the last lap, but we drove it straight into the corner of the fence somehow. So not a good day for us.
Alrighty, well, good day turned disappointing for Mr. Slide Job. Now we move on to Midnight Peak. Tell us a little bit how your race went today, Midnight. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for sticking around for the post-race interviews. Remember, Wednesday night, the Xfinity Series heads to the Gateway track. Next Sunday, the Truck Series heads to Talladega. And next Monday, these guys right here, the Cup cars, they are going to be heading to Phoenix, which will be exciting. So stay tuned, have a great rest of your day, and stay safe.